It is that time to talk about the best movies of 2023, and I saw a total of 247 films. Chase Lehocky here with the Blue Futon, going over the top 25 to 11 films of 2023. Like I said, I saw over 247 films. And so just doing top 10 just feels wrong. So if I do 25 on one side and 25 on the other, that still leaves close to 200 films that I won't be talking about. Bonkers what I did. I'm crazy in the membrane. But anyway, like I said, top 25, this is all subjective, all opinion. So if you agree with me, let me know. If you're like, nah, I think that movie should be lower or not or higher, let me know. But let's just say there's a lot of different films from different countries on this list. So let's get started with number 25. And 25 is Sound of Freedom. Okay, this is one of the films where it's a good film. There is maybe some pacing issues, but I think the overall message of the story is very important to be on this list. Child trafficking, it is so horrific that this actually occurs. But this is one of the biggest blockbusters. I don't even want to call it a blockbuster because it was like a $10 to $15 million budget. It's more of a huge, ridiculous thing that was, I think, number top 10 domestically box office. Like it beat Indiana Jones. It beat Transformers. It is absolutely bonkers. I know people are saying, oh, what about the paying seats? It doesn't matter. Tickets were bought. Movie theater and company made money. But yes, I think it's a great movie. I think the overall message deserves to be on this list. All right, for number 24, we have Smoking Causes Coughing. Okay, this might be, for me, the funniest movie of the year, or at least one of the funniest of the movies. It is ridiculous. It is gory. It is hysterical. It is French galore. The one thing I completely remember about this film is a guy going through like a meat grinder and still surviving it. When I say this movie doesn't make sense, it doesn't make sense. But I had a freaking blast with this. It was funny. It was original. And my goodness, I had a smile on my face throughout this film. It was that ridiculous. All right, number 23, the first one of a Netflix movie, Extinction 2. This is Chris Hemsworth doing Chris Hemsworth right. This is also the director doing what he does right. He used to be a stuntman, and now he's behind the camera making these badass action set pieces. This is a movie I've actually seen twice, one by myself and one with my dad, and both times are very, very enjoyable. The helicopter scene, awesome. The jail scene, awesome. You could tell that they had inspiration from the Raid 2, that jail scene. You could completely tell it is there. But Extinction 2 is a fantastic movie. Great action set pieces, solid choreograph, and I can't wait for the third one to come out. All right, number 22 is Godzilla Minus One. So this is a monster movie that kind of came out of nowhere, and it's going to get a nomination for Best Visual Effects. Will it win? Maybe. I think it could, because with the budget being less than $15 million, and this has grossed more in the USA than Japan. So this shows that this made a huge splash in the USA audience. I saw it twice also. I saw it once by myself and then went home for Christmas. I saw it with my mom and brother. I'm pretty sure they enjoyed it. It is still very enjoyable the second time. I know a lot of people have this in like their top 3 or top 5 of the year. But like I said, some of the people only see blockbusters, and I've seen way too many films. But Godzilla Minus One is one of the top 25 movies of 2023. All right, number 21, The Boys in the Boat. So this is a very interesting one. I saw this during a Regal mystery movie, and I'm a sucker for great sports movies that are inspirational, that are about America. And this one just tugged on my heartstrings through and throughout. I had a smile throughout my face the whole time. And this is one of the movies where people were thinking it was only going to do like 1 million during Christmas. But it's actually now, even though not by numbers, it is beating The Color Purple in the box office by like daily numbers. So think about it that way. Everyone that saw The Color Purple, that is dying. But then you have this movie that is continuing to rise. This one also went Anyone But You, or Anyone But Me, but I hated that movie. But no, The Boys in the Boat, it's a solid American story about, what real tragedy and what depression was really about. All right, number 20, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving. This is probably, if I'm looking at this correctly, this is one of the best horror movies of the year. There's one that beats it, and it's on this list. But Thanksgiving knew exactly what it was going to be. Bombastic, ridiculous gore. Eli Roth back to what he's doing. But then when you say he's back to what he's doing, he did Cabin Fever. He did Green Inferno. Yes, you could say he kind of deviated by doing Borderlands and also the house with the clocks on the wall, if I'm saying that correctly. So, of course, he was trying to go into different territories. But this is him just going absolutely bonkersly crazy. It 100% works. It is fun. It's fast-paced. It's witty. And it's a damn good time. All right, number 19 on this list, Nicolas Cage in Dream Scenario. While some people say this is a hysterical movie, this is not a funny movie to me. This is a haunting movie about where we're going with today in society, where we're all worried about what people's feelings and what they think about someone. And even though what they think about someone has absolutely nothing to do with their lives, it's all made up in their head, but we're going to chastise this one person. And that terrifies me. This movie stuck with me just because of that theme. And my God, A24 did a good job with this one. This is not also the only A24 movie on this list as well, but A24 also made one of the worst movies of, 2023 as well. And we'll get to that to another list, but Dream Scenario, Nicolas Cage at its best. It's fun, it's witty, it's terrifying, all at the same. Well, I say it's funny, but is it funny? There's some chuckles, but it's more terrifying. It's more terrifying. Number 18 is another one I saw on Netflix from, I believe, Hong Kong called Eye of the Storm. This is a true story about the SARS outbreak in the early 2000s. This is a haunting, ridiculous movie that really shows what a real virus can really do. Yes, people can say, like, oh, compare this to COVID. Now, SARS and like MARS was 100 times more deadly than COVID. And this is where it was a very specific population. They tried their best to contain it. And this tells the story of some of the people stuck in the hospital, the nurses, the doctors, and what they had to go through. And it's a horrible scenario they went through. But at the same time, it's a marvelous medical drama that kept me on my toes the entire freaking time. All right, number 17. To me, this is the best Sundance movie of 2023. That is Scrapper. This is also one that's doing pretty well at the BAFTA shortlist. It is a fun movie about a boy and, his daughter and how they don't really connect because of the age difference, but then they try to connect and try to have a fun time throughout these next couple of weeks. It's witty. It's fun. It is such a heartwarming film through and throughout of what they had to go through. But to me, Scrapper was the one that held with me throughout the year, that saying, yes, Sundance, this is the number one movie of the year for me. Fun, witty, kids movie. I had a blast. Good imagination. Just totally, totally heartfelt. All right, number 16. And to me, this is one of India's best movie of the year, Tiger 3. To me, this had the right espionage, the right action set pieces, the right acting. It was very interesting. It was fun. I just remember going to the theater and I was never bored. Yes, I would say some Indian movies, it drags because they don't know what to do with their first half and second half. And sometimes like one half is absolutely amazing and the other half is kind of iffy. Tiger 3 to me knew exactly what it was doing. It was brutal. It was fun. It had no pacing issues. It was a worldly event. What I mean is they went to London and went to different parts of India, Pakistan. And to me, that was a fantastic time for me, when looking at India and their movies this year, which they had some decent ones and some not so good ones. But for me, Tiger 3 is the one that standed out to be one of the better ones of the year. All right, number 15 for me is another Netflix movie called Nyad. This one is another amazing one with Annette Bening and Jodie Foster just knock it out of the park. And I know some people are like, not liking it. I'm a sucker for true stories and true sports movies, and this is one of them. It was awe-inspiring. It makes you think, never give up on where you're trying to go to. I listened to some of her TED Talks. They're fantastic. Nyad is a great movie, and this is the people that directed it. They usually do documentaries, and so this is their first time going into, like, you could say Hollywood eyes, but it's really good. Yes, I can understand how some people might not like the underwater scene where she's kind of going crazy, which it is kind of goofy, but I think overall Nyad does it right. I was excited to watch it. When the credits were rolling, I had a great time. Jodie Foster, Annette Bening, they should get Oscar noms, but they probably won't. At least Jodie Foster probably will. But this was a great freaking movie. All right, number 14. This is a movie that came out in January, and this is still on the list. Shin Ultraman. This movie freaking knocked me off my feet. It is a fun Japanese movie. Out of all the Shin ones that came out this year, I think it was shit. There's two other Shin ones compared to this one, but to me, this one stuck with me the most. I know there's one with the insect one. That one to me was the weakest, but seriously, Shin Ultraman. It was fun. It was cheesy. It was fantastically shot. It was just, you could tell the director of this movie loved Shin Ultraman, and he wanted to make a fantastic live action movie, and he completely did. All right, number 13. We're getting close to being done with this list, but number 13 is Anatomy of the Fall. People are thinking, oh, this didn't make your top 10? Not really, compared to me. To me, it is a fantastic courtroom drama. It did exactly what it was supposed to do right. Could I watch it again? Yes. It's smart. It's witty. It makes you think about if she did it or not. Fantastic camera movement. Fantastic directing. Everything. Writing, acting. Overall, it's a very, very almost pitch perfect courtroom drama that is coming to get some Oscars. Number 12, Blackberry. Another true story, which I didn't know what I was getting myself into. I know I saw a 97% Rotten Tomato. I'm like, is it really going to be that good? Yes, it is that freaking good. When I say it is paced extremely well, it is zooming by the fastest 2 hours I think I experienced in the movie theater this year. Like, it was that ridiculous. It was funny. It made you think about corporations as a whole. And it makes me think, like, maybe we shouldn't be sending all of our stuff to China. Why are we sending all of our stuff to China? Because even BlackBerry proves if you make it locally with people that actually care about the products, it is going to succeed. If you send it off to China to make more money, the products are more piss poor. Jay and Glenn do a fantastic job with acting with this one. And yes, I'm on a first-hand basis with both of them. What? You got a problem with that? All right, number 11, to finish off this video, When Evil Lurks. To me, when looking at my list, yes, this is the best horror movie of 2023. Evil Lurks was haunting. It was graphic. It made me go, oh shit, way more than once. It was original. It kept me on my feet, on my butt, because I wasn't really standing when watching this movie, so it kept me on my butt, and I was clenching my butthole, not knowing what was going to happen. There was some haunting imagery, haunting camera movements, especially one in the car was amazing. Multiple car ones, especially one with the kid and holding the kid. That's all I'm going to say. In the very end with the hammer. This is a blunt movie. This is what horror movies should be like. And congratulations on When Evil Lurks. This was a fantastic freaking entry for the horror movie franchise. All right, that is 11 through 25. Expect my top 10 to come out tomorrow. But you know what? Thank you for watching. Do any of those movies resonate with you? Did you like any of them? Are you thinking like, Chase, what the hell? How is that so low or is that so high? Let me know below. Because like I said, we all have our own opinion. And even if I hate a movie and you like it, I will never dog you because it is your opinion, except the worst 3 movies of 2023. I might dog you there. But Chase Talk here with the Blue Futon. Like, comment, subscribe. Let me know if you think Blue Futontopia. You Blue Futon, thanks for watching. Have a great day. I don't care what you say tomorrow, week from now, month from now, year from now, every single freaking one of you. Enjoy life. Let's hope for a good 2024 movie slate.